My mother told me when I was little, she said, the dog can bark at the moon all night long, but it doesn't become an issue until the moon barks back.
Okay, Robin, I'm not sure exactly what she means there, but obviously stoking this further, and when I think everybody in this country would hope that we learned a lesson and it maybe goes away.
I would have thought so, especially like General Kelly said, after the convention when a Gold Star family was in a way disparaged. I understand the representative's sentiment, but I think she's taking it too far.
Okay, obviously we're trying to get Robin back. Do we have any of the panelists, guys?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, I'm sorry about that. Let me, I want to go back to you, Dan, because you brought up veterans and how we treat them. You know, this has been a serious issue, and while there have been some improvements, a major story developing that we need to discuss. The Department of Veteran Affairs, the VA, now investigating the last year, 2016 death of a 68-year-old Vietnam veteran at Bedford, Massachusetts. Their hospital, the VA hospital there, Bill Nutter, he suffered from a condition where his heart could stop beating, and there was a nurse who was obviously supposed to check on him hourly. Well, that aide admitted that she was actually playing a video game and had not checked on him that night. Now, we got a response from them later on today, and the Inspector General says, well, there's been an investigation on this thing, but it began in July of last year. We're supposed to support the troops while they're in combat, but also take care of them as they age. This is disgraceful.
It is absolutely disgraceful, and it is still sad that we're hearing these stories far too often. But here's the good news. It is now much easier to get rid of employees like this because of a bill that President Trump signed into law, the VA Accountability and Whistleblower Protection Act. I was actually honored to stand behind him as he signed it. And the Secretary has said, the VA Secretary David Shulkin, that they're going to fire this individual, and it's going to happen a lot quicker than it did in the past. So that's the good news. But there is still a lot of work to do. We've dealt with the accountability personnel side. Now we need to work on the health care side, and particularly giving veterans choice to take their benefits in the private sector so they aren't stuck in facilities like this where they're mistreated and they aren't receiving the highest quality of care possible.
Michael, back to you on this whole thing, you know, from the way this is being politicized, and obviously a representative listening in on the phone conversation is bizarre, at the minimum offensive, you know, for a lot of other people, and yet I don't think it's going to die down.
Yeah, it should. I've looked at some of the comments since General Kelly gave his speech, and I was surprised at a lot of the negative comments, saying that he threw the Marine Corps under the bus and he should resign based on his comments. This is a general that is once again sacrificing for his country, talking about an emotional moment with his own son, trying to educate the Americans and the press and Congress that, listen, you got to take this stuff seriously. We have an all-volunteer force that after 9/11, when they join the Marine Corps, the Army, the Navy, and the Air Force, they know they may be going into harm's way.
Right.
And they're still volunteering. So, right. Yeah, it's a very educational moment and a sobering moment.
The moral of the story, to paraphrase General Kelly, is that this fallen hero and all of them exactly where he wanted to be with the people he wanted to be with. And we salute his service. You two guys as well. Appreciate it. Thanks a lot.